Wow, what a WrestleMania 42 Night 2 event. Like, that was honestly crazy. That was way better than Night 1. Before that, if you do enjoy this video and like wrestling content, be sure to like, subscribe, and then stay up to date when I actually upload more wrestling content. Anyway, let's get into the review. Kickoff match for Night 2 was Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Oh my god, did Obafemi and Brock Lesnar put on a very, very good show. First off, I've got to say, Oba's entrance with the whole arena yelling Oba was just insane to see. Even when Brock Lesnar came out, they were still chanting Oba. It was crazy. Overall, this match legitimately put Obafemi as a main event contender. I mean, there was stuff that like Brock Lesnar was literally running full speed at him and Obafemi was just tanking them. Like, this man is the new Brock Lesnar. It's just crazy how much the ruler actually got put over in this match. Like, it was less than 7 minutes, but God, they put on a show. It was absolutely wild. Obafemi ended up like just 100% no-selling like a bunch of like moves and just showed off how powerful he actually is and how hard he is to beat. Brock Lesnar visibly looked pissed off, which was crazy. But the match didn't last too long, and Obafemi hit Brock Lesnar with a choke slam and then did a fall from grace, pin, torch passed. Well, as I said in the post show, the torch wasn't passed. Obafemi hit a fall from grace and just took it. And I 100% agree. The next part that we didn't expect, this was actually Brock Lesnar's retirement match. I'm not going to lie, that being the first match, I got a little bit choked up. It was actually really, really sad to see. But yeah, Brock Lesnar ended up taking off his boots, taking off his gloves, and leaving them in the ring. The whole crowd chanted, "Thank you, Brock." Yeah, very, very sad. I think it was definitely a rude awakening. Even the commentators, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, were actually so shocked. I don't even think they knew that this was Brock Lesnar's retirement match. Yeah, very, very sad way to end the first match. It being a surprise Brock Lesnar retirement match. It's still crazy to think. That's the third retirement in 6 months. Like, first it was obviously John Cena, then AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, and now Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. But overall, like, this match, I'm just literally giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Like, it performed, it did exactly what it needed to do and show how powerful Oba is, but very sad that Brock Lesnar has retired. Next, we had the IC Championship ladder match with Penta defeating Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, and JD McDonough. This was a good ladder match. Like, I kind of wish we'd got the ladder match last year for the tag team titles, but obviously that didn't happen. But this was a good way to make up for it. We had 5 high flyers in the match, and we had Rusev. I think Rusev ended up actually breaking his foot in the middle of the match. Still managed to climb the ladder and give Javon Evans his OG cutter off the ladder, and it was still perfect. Hope he's not out for too long. His foot definitely looked broken. He could not even stand on it. As for the actual, like I said, for the actual match itself was actually really good. Everyone pretty much hit their finishes, and it was kind of crazy to see. Rey Mysterio did like a 619 while Dragon Lee was in the ladder. I don't know why you'd even try and get a ladder that way, but he did it. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see. This match was like heaps of carnage, ladders breaking. Penta actually hit a Mexican destroyer on the ladder on JD McDonough, and I'm pretty sure he nearly broke his neck. Rey Mysterio did a West Coast pop and put Rusev through a ladder, and I'm pretty sure they both hit their heads. That OG cutter off the top rope onto the ladder was absolutely insane from Javon Evans. But as I said, Penta did end up retaining. I really wanted it to be Javon Evans in this match, but it is what it is. You can't please all the fans. Penta's still on a good IC run, and yeah, keen to see where his IC run still stands. This match, really, really good. I'm probably going to give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, it was good. I don't know. I feel like I probably could have bumped it up a little bit more, but it definitely performed. Next, we had Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States title. This match, pretty linear. Like, it was a pretty linear match. Little Yachty actually still come out. Was expecting the Gingerbread Man. Well, I mean, Sami Zayn was there, but I was actually expecting the Gingerbread Man from Friday Night SmackDown. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty linear match. Sami Zayn looked to actually win there for a second, and I kind of was like, oh my God, they're actually going to put Sami Zayn over. Until Little Yachty interfered and helped Trick win his US title. So we're actually chilling. Like, Trick Williams is the United States champion, and kind of hoping that he now builds a feud for him and Carmelo Hayes, which will actually be sick as hell to see. But yeah, overall, very linear match. I'm probably going to put this one at a 7.5. It could have honestly been lower, but Sami Zayn actually did something to Little Yachty and put him through the barricade, which was pretty funny. Next up, we had the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor actually ended up picking the win up here, which I think is probably one of the first wins for the Demon, like the main roster. This match got announced as a street fight in the pre-show, which I didn't even know until just before the match started. But the entrances for both were sick as hell. Dom come out in like a big throne as a king of the luchadors and a whole bunch of masked men. It was pretty cool. And then we had obviously the Demon Finn Balor come back with his iconic Catch Your Breath song. He's been using it for a couple weeks now, but I mean, him in the demon attire and the red and everything like that was just sick to see. This was a pretty linear match as well. I mean, it was a clean match. I kind of thought the Judgment Day would get involved here, but they didn't. A few cool things with Dominic Mysterio trying to set up the tables and set up the chairs and ended up going through them. And then obviously to end the match, Finn Balor actually put Dominic Mysterio through the table with a coup de grace. But yeah, it was still a good match. A lot of like destruction and chaos as you expect in a street fight. I'll probably also rate this match at a 7.5. It was, yeah, pretty decent. There was definitely some other things that they could have done, I think. Could have set up more stuff, but overall it was a pretty good match. Next up, we had Rhea Ripley defeating Jade Cargill to win her WWE Women's Championship. If you watch the build up to this storyline, you're probably thinking, who cares? Storyline was terrible all the way up to like this match. This match was better than that entire storyline. I think this match definitely proved Jade's like actual power and Rhea's power. It felt similar to the Brock and Oba match where they were kind of like equals in a way. But yeah, I definitely feel like this match actually proved itself more than what the storyline did. Bit there where Rhea actually kind of slipped up, I'm pretty sure, when she tried to pick up Jade and perform a Riptide, and Jade kind of like snuck a way out, or I guess slipped, and it kind of looked like Rhea couldn't actually pick her up for a second there, and then obviously Jade hitting the big boot to deny Rhea Ripley from picking her up. Obviously, Michin and BFAB had to get involved with a bit of shenanigans. Didn't really work out as Io Sky would come out and save Rhea and put it back to a one-on-one. Io was definitely the game changer here at helping Rhea actually pick up her title. I'll be honest, I'm going to put this at an 8, and they could have not even had a storyline for this and had no build-up and just had the match, and it would have been great. It would have been amazing. Like I said, the match outperformed the actual storyline and storytelling. Next up, we had the main event of Night 2, which was Roman Reigns defeating CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was 100% one of the better matches over the last 3 years. I would put this match up there with WrestleMania 39 in terms of like match-wise. Very clean winner at the end, which was cool. These two wrestlers literally went nail for nail for everything they did. Punk got put through a table. Roman Reigns got put through a table from a high fly. They both hit their submission moves, the guillotine and the Endocrine device, which was absolutely sick to see. Even Punk tried to go for a sharpshooter on Roman Reigns, which was cool to see. There was a part there where CM Punk got like put upside down and Roman Reigns was just doing Superman punches to him and actually made him bleed a little bit. But overall, this match outperformed like any match that was on night one. There was a part where Punk tried to hit a spear and Roman just caught him in the guillotine, which was like a crazy catch. But Punk also grabbing a Ula Fala off like a random fan in the crowd and then putting it on and then pretending to do the ooh-ah was just hilarious to see. Obviously, Roman caught him in the guillotine and yeah, tried to put his ass to sleep, but didn't really work out. But it was really cool to see this match. Punk had a pretty cool entrance as well. Kind of like had his ROH theme mixed with like a whole bunch of like recollection collection type stuff of like all of his stuff building up into this main event. Towards the end of the match, both men were just completely depleted and buggered. I think Punk actually tried to get up there at one stage and just fell over from just pure exhaustion. To end the match, obviously Punk had hit his GTS. Roman had like bounced back off the ropes and then fell back onto CM Punk's arms, and Punk was about to hit another GTS when he just collapsed from exhaustion. Allowed Roman Reigns to hit 2 spears and pick up the championship, so the OTC's back on top. Now, yesterday I didn't really talk about the post-show because nothing in my opinion, really happened. But the post show tonight was crazy. But the CM Punk versus Roman Reigns match, 9.5. Like, nothing's ever going to be a 10 because nothing's ever perfect, but that match was really, really good. Very well done. Basically had Obafemi come on the post show and ask him a few questions, as they do. And one of them was, what's next for Obafemi? And Obafemi said that tomorrow night is a celebration. And I'd love to meet with the OTC. And the crowd erupted. It was crazy. So I'm guessing we're going to get Oba possibly straight into the main event and just skip him from the mid-card stuff. Obviously, they had him in NXT go to the North American Championship and then up to the NXT Championship. But I would totally be fine if on Raw they just skip past that and put Obafemi straight into the main event scene. Similar to what they did with Trick, but actually keep him there. You know what I mean? Roman ended up responding because he also showed up on the post show. He said, let's see how Oba goes all the way through until the end of summer and then see if he's a main event contender. But I think Obafemi might actually crash his party tomorrow night. The last thing that Roman Reigns said before he finished his post-match interview, he's not part-time anymore. I think he's going full-time all the way up until SummerSlam. So whatever they're trying to build there, I'm going to assume that he's hopefully going to be defending his title at nearly every PLE up until SummerSlam. Hopefully this championship actually does something for him and actually locks him in. If they do Crown Jewel this year, then we might see Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes possibly again now that Cody's retained. But yeah, that'll probably do it for me for this review. Overall, night 2 over night 1. So if you go back and watch that, please tell me what was your thoughts on Brock Lesnar actually retiring? What do you think of the OTC back on top? Tell me what you liked and disliked about tonight. Yeah, that'll do it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.